आज हम बात करने वाले हैं परसुएशन के बारे में और लोगों को परसुएट कैसे किया जाए। बड़ी सिंपल सी बात है। लेट्स लुक एट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ परसुएशन। परसुएशन इज बेसिकली द फैक्ट कि हर किसी इंसान को कुछ ना कुछ चॉइसेस और डिसीजंस करनी है, डेली, मंथली, वीकली, ईयरली। परसुएशन वो आर्ट है जिसके अंदर की the choices and decisions that people make are in your favor, your brand's favor, your political candidate's favor, your political party's favor, your NGO's favor, your neighbor's favor, depend कि तुम किसके लिए परसुएट कर रहे हो और किस चीज़ के लिए परसुएट कर रहे हो। वो चॉइसेस और डिसीजंस लोगों की तुम्हारे हित में कैसे हो सकती हैं, ये फंडा होता है परसुएशन का, राइट। आई एम नॉट गोना गेट इनटू लाइक व्हाट Robert Cialdini says about influence or what Chris Voss thinks about negotiation. I'll simply tell you what the greatest campaign manager in the entire state of Massachusetts told me. And it's something like this. All of persuasion, all of political persuasion, all of any kind of persuasion has either one or all of these elements in the interplay. ये elements चल रहे होते हैं. And the idea is to not think of it as like कि, oh ये क्या model है ऐसा. It's just a loose model to see the way messaging is coming at you. It's just a way to make you realize कि मेरे सामने जितनी भी persuasive information आ रही है उसका इंटेंट क्या है और उसके अंदर क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स यूज हो रहे हैं. नाउ आई एम नॉट सेइंग बी स्केप्टिकल ऑफ पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज और एनीवन हु इज परसुएडिंग इन द पब्लिक स्फीयर. इवन आई एम डूइंग इट बाय मेकिंग दीज वीडियोस, राइट. तो इट्स द नेचर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बेटर टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग देन एज अपोज टू having black and white views about why some people tweet a lot or why some people say ridiculous things all the time or why some people have a quiet power. In सब चीज़ों का जवाब lies in this idea. Basically what I have right here is the 5 elements of persuasion. ठीक है. चॉइसेस और डिसीजंस के जो पिलर होते हैं 5 वो ये हैं: रिस्क, इमोशन, क्रेडिबिलिटी, रेपिटेशन, कंट्रोल. दोबारा बताता हूँ. रिस्क, इमोशन, क्रेडिबिलिटी, रेपिटेशन, कंट्रोल. दे आर ऑल इंटरचेंजेबल. ये नहीं है कि रिस्क सबसे ऊपर है तो इट्स द मोस्ट पावरफुल. बट लेट्स लुक एट द वे इट वर्क्स. सो फर्स्ट विल लुक एट द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, देन विल गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप इनटू एग्जांपल्स. रिस्क की डेफिनेशन क्या है? ठीक है. मैं यूट्यूब की वीडियो में गाली देता हूँ. इट्स अ रिस्क, राइट. आई कैन पोटेंशियली डैमेज माई रेपुटेशन. बट what that also enables me to do is that my communication cuts through the noise क्योंकि मैंने गाली दे दी, right. Basically what I'm risking here is being impolite and cutting through the noise. और सबसे risky communicator कौन है? It's Donald Trump, right. Donald Trump is probably the best example of how you can use risky means of persuasion and add a lot of risk in your messaging and still get away with it. So he knows how to use that really well. He'll say things that defy international diplomatic protocol, that defy क्या कहते हैं the relations between two countries. He'll say shit that will defy half the members in his political party. He will constantly risk towards what he feels is right, and that works in his favor. Irrespective of what you think about him, you have to say that his communication style his persuasion style rather, has cut through the chaff and the boringness of political persuasion and has brought एक बिल्कुल ही नया तरीका, like a risky, dangerous form ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, राइट. अब आते हैं इमोशन के अंदर. कौन से ऐसे लोगों की स्पीचेस या मैसेजेस या ट्वीट्स हैं जो हमें पर्टिकुलरली इमोशनली they create a strong emotional reaction in us, good or bad, irrespective, right? So we talked about risk. I guess a solid thing that can be mentioned about Trump, because risk and emotion go hand in hand in his case, is that whatever he tweets, often it leads to a very sharp cataclysmic divide between people. कि या तो fuck yeah Trump, या तो फाड़ में जाए Trump, right? And so he's able to use strong emotions and risk in combination to deliver like what is fucking. So what happens as a result is you're no longer intellectually invested. You're emotionally invested in his success or failure, right? He's pulled you in. So that's emotion right there for you. Credibility. Who is credible? Think about the most credible person you know. Think about the brands that you see often. Yeti, right? Why is Yeti considered to be the credible YouTuber's mic or the credible podcasting mic? There's something about it, right? It's persuasion, the way other YouTubers describe it. There's a rite of passage around getting a Yeti कि Yeti आ गया तो हाँ भाई solid अब YouTuber तो बन ही गया है, मतलब, या फिर podcaster बन गया, right? What Yeti does is Yeti shows up and says, I'm reliable, I'm safe, everyone around you uses it. तो हम बोलते हैं, yeah, Yeti तुम credible हो, तुम्हारी messaging spot on, हम तुम्हें लेंगे, right? So the choice and decision for purchasing a mic falls in Yeti's hands, right? Because Yeti is the credible source. Now there might be कोई ऐसा साउंड इंजीनियर मेरे को आके बोलेगा ये कंपनी है मुंबई की, ये एक बनाती है, राइट, और ये टेक्निकली स्पेक वगैरह में क्रेजी है, बट मैं बोलूँगा नहीं यार, Yeti tried and tested है, मैं Yeti लूँगा, राइट. सो दैट्स हाउ credibility comes into play. What's another example of repetition? What is one brand you're sick of seeing and have been seeing for years? Probably Pepsi, right? Like you see Pepsi everywhere. The name Pepsi, the bloody logo, तुम कभी भूल ही नहीं सकते उसको. Wherever you go, from fucking Timbuktu to Australia, to Malaysia, to India, to Uzbeks, हर जगह पे Pepsi तुम्हें मिलेगी, right? You've seen that logo at least 30,000 times in your life, or if not more or less. Idea, it's repeated so much, so much, so much. You see it everywhere that it just persuades you to कि हाँ यही है, यही है. When you have to make a buying decision, you see one thing constantly, एक दिन तो you'll cave, right? And that's what happens with Pepsi. Another good example of this is our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, right? Because I think the previous governments, at least for me, is that the previous government sort of existed as like a thing in the distance that you saw, kabhi government ka, but you see the way the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have effectively basically used all sorts of media and outdoor advertising to repeat their messages and to repeat seeing their faces on every hoarding and every Facebook picture and every meme. That credibility is won by simply occupying all of the media territory, by repetition, by repeating the same message, by having the same image again and again. I believe Narendra Modi's photo is probably the most photoshopped image in the entire country. And so he wins the persuasion battle by simply being everywhere. And that's something to pay attention to. Finally, control. The classic idea behind control is control everything you can and know that you can control nothing. हम लोगों ने we looked at the example of Edward Bernays in yesterday's video about how उसको लोगों को persuade करना था, औरतों को persuade करना था कि तुम cigarette पियो, right? But then he realized, look, I mean, I can persuade them, but what if only ये 25 औरतें पीती हैं? And what if like the social movement doesn't get on and this dies on New York's avenues? What if it doesn't spread in the country, right? That's why he had to control for everything. So not only did he get them cigarettes, that's why he went to the newspaper reporters. मतलब जितने भी bases cover हो सकते हैं ना for persuasion, he covered all of them. Also realizing कि मेरे control में नहीं है. मतलब it's like doing whatever you can and realizing that just surrendering, right? So I see this sort of thing particularly well in very well managed music festivals, right? कि जहाँ पर जो music festival के promoters होते हैं, sponsors होते हैं, organizers होते हैं, they look at every worst case scenario and they find solutions for them, right? So there's like porta potties, there's like emergency medical teams, there's even like अगर कोई instant VIP booth हो तो कैसे बनाना है, right? So they basically control for everything and realize कि still कोई बंदा इस concert में मर सकता है, we can't help it, right? So that's another element of persuasion. There are several people who do this very, very well, right? Where you basically what you do is you control for everything you can. जितने भी controllable pieces हैं, अगर उन्हें control करोगे तो तुम्हारी persuasion better होगी. अब एक step पीछे लेते हैं. Let's relax for a bit. This has been a bit too complex. I don't want to make you Machiavelli. I don't want to have you start suspecting everyone of ill motives और सब तुम्हें persuade कर रहे हैं. Because frankly, you are persuading me by leaving a comment. I'm persuading you by making these videos, right? So we're all in this game. ये सिर्फ इसलिए है कि कल को when you go online, when you look at social media, when you consume content, when you watch the news, when you read newspapers, when you read tweets, when you watch YouTube videos, realize which of these elements are at play. तभी it's going to make you dial down some of the transfixation जो हमारी हो जाती है ना, like with someone, oh shit, ये तो बड़ा फाड़ बोलता है, या fuck I'm mesmerized, बिल्कुल सही कह रहा है, right? और ये एक ब्रांड तो कमाल ही है, right? It's going to allow you to like sort of see where your attention is and what elements are being used in. So the next time जब वो जोकर का जो एक्टर है उसका नाम मैं भूल गया, Phoenix, right? What the fuck is his name, right? Joaquin Phoenix. When Joaquin Phoenix makes a speech, about you know कि भाई मेरे को क्या कहते हैं Oscars के अंदर कि veganism चलाओ और dairy farming मत करो, all that shit, right? Remember where he's coming from. He has a lot of credibility because fresh Joker की success uses emotion की you know जानवर वगैरह मर रहे हैं, right? It's a risk because Nobel Prize की क्या कहते हैं fucking Oscar की speech है, तू क्या बोल रहा है, right? And then repetition dials down on the message again and again because it's not something he preaches just on the stage. वो पहले भी ये सब कर चुका है, right? He does this in his real life. And then control, it's probably something like he knows क्या consequences हो सकते हैं, so he hedges, he doesn't go full attack, right? This is just a very hypothetical example. The idea is the next time someone tries to persuade you, like this video right here or something else, know what elements are being used and see what you can do. And it's like a fun model to play with. As we progress through communication theory, some of which we'll do in the videos, you will find that there are many, many models to look at persuasion and speeches and texts and messages and analyze them in multiple ways. Psycholinguistically analyze कर दो, biologically analyze कर दो, body language, right? This is just one way. So don't go all rigid about this. एकदम rigid मत हो जाना इसके बारे में कि यही है या नहीं है, right? is just a loose model to view the messaging that is coming at you. So आज का कमाल चैलेंज हम ये कर सकते हैं. If you're already on YouTube, I assume you watch other YouTubers. So go analyze 5 YouTubers, right? People who've been around for a while, and see which one of these elements or all 5 or a mix of them they use, and then leave them in the comments or keep it to yourself. I don't know. ठीक है? करो मजे. Subscribe, motherfuckers, and see you tomorrow.